Hello, hello. Copy. One, two. Anybody? What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 265 of Community Universe Mode and edition number 65 of Thursday Night Genesis, fresh off the heels of the Tag Team Cup live from Tokyo, Japan this past Saturday night and on the road to validation, which is now just 2 weeks away as we are set to get this, as always, a dank S-Foot card underway. And getting the action rolling is going to be a qualifying match as earlier this week on Monday Night Fusion, Johnny Sampson completed his lineup, his team, for the first ever in CMV's entire illustrious history 7-on-7 brand versus brand tug of war match. Sampson has chosen his 7, capping it off by adding Xander Slate and undisputed World Heavyweight Champion Justin Sane as team captain for Fusion, while Turner still has 3 spots left to fill. And one of them can very well be taken up right now as Dmitry Nurmagomedov demanded an opportunity to prove himself worthy of joining the fray, of joining the march towards brand supremacy at Validation. And Dave Turner said, well, Dimitri, you kind of let me down at CyberSlam in that brand versus brand match. Remember when he took the L to Cobalt Ketchup? But Turner allowing the Big Russian to prove himself with this match right here. So if Dimitri can defeat light heavyweight champion and Rise member Nikolai Ivanovich, two of the hardest names perhaps to announce in all of CMV going one-on-one here, but if the Big Russian, Big Dimitri can get this victory, he will secure himself a spot on Team Genesis. And Dimitri, unfortunately, not picking up some momentum last week heading into this opportunity after he lost to Bob Storm. And as always, going to be a great card. Bob Storm, in fact, going to be in action a little bit later on tonight in a match I'm very much looking forward to. He takes on Alpha World Champion Furious Frank. Not Furious, the most furious Frank. He is Frank. He's very furious. That's going to be a good match at our main event. Certainly going to be one to see as primetime Pierre Thompson, coming off his debut victory a few weeks back over Bob Luger, takes on the currently undefeated international champion, the Moo Moo Man, Randy Borton. So you did hear me correct, guys. Fusion has completed its lineup. Samson has strung together quite a formidable wall there with Desolation, Bludgeon, and Trauma. Schmitty, Bannon, Sam Valentine, Xander Slate, and the world champion Justin Sane, of course, currently on Genesis, is Furious Frank, Bob Luger, Ryan Kemp, perhaps Dimitri here. And I can announce right now that Dave Turner let me know before the show started tonight that he has added Pierre Thompson to the fray there. So Prime Time looking to get his side some momentum later on in that main event. But Borton also making quite the challenge, which we'll get into a little bit later on tonight as we get towards that main event. But here comes the light heavyweight champion without his belt, of course, because GG, 2K, and Universe. It's getting redesigned, Borton. Remember, he came out with that replica one because he left the real title back in Serbia, forgot it, so he had that replica one. Now it's being shipped over, so it's still not here yet. Hopefully it'll arrive by next week. This is your light heavyweight champion, though, my friends, retaining the title despite some serious doubt from the fans over Elijah Stewart at the Tag Team Cup in Tokyo this past Saturday night. Here we go, Dmitry Nurmagomedov trying to prove that he deserves that spot on Team Genesis, that validation. And that ring bell does ding as we get edition number 65 of Thursday Night Genesis underway, and the Big Rush going to use his power right out of the gate. Oh, nice counter by Nicole there. I only remember that he's from Serbia because of what you posted on the card. Russia versus Serbia here. In this battle of power versus quickness. What up, Tomcat? Nikola winning that light heavyweight championship last month at CyberSlam. Michinoku driver right here. And as I said, the majority of the CM universe, if not everyone, was doubting Ivanovic that he would not be able to keep the title going up against Elijah Stewart, but he did. And a great match. Got match of the night and one of the best finishes I've ever seen after a missile dropkick from the top rope right into an STF to tap out the Good Vibes Kid. Look at big Dimitri there, though, with that grasp around the throat, tripping him up. Nikola right back to his feet, though. A mighty roar. Coming up from behind, headbutt to the back of the head. This hatch suplex nearly throws him out of the ring. Also to come, guys, up next, speaking of the Tag Team Cup, the team that won the whole dang thing in extreme conditions and would go on to even win the belts after defeating Duo Maxwell in a handicap match. Extreme Conditions, the new World Tag Team Champions, will be competing up next. Looking to kick off their reign with a bang as they take on Heaven or Hell, former champions in their own right. And of course, after what happened to Duo Maxwell being brutally attacked in his locker room after the Tag Team Cup, that CMV.com exclusive video, if you have not seen it, check out the website, !join or !CMV to get the hyperlink. But the video showed a mystery man, a hooded masked man, charging out of Duo Maxwell's locker room. And medical reports, we can now say that Duo Maxwell has suffered a fractured shoulder. I forgot the actual medical term for the certain bone that he fractured, but it was the same one that Bison was possibly needing surgery for, which left many to think that it was Rise who was behind the attack. But it was earlier tonight before the show started that Rise were addressing that accusation. Look at the big Russian with the torture rack going to try to force Nikola to submit the very way that Ivanovic won this past Saturday. He could very well tap out right here, right now. Oh, but Ivanovic going to get out of it into a massive DDT. Rise saying that they were not behind the attack, that if they were to attack Duo Maxwell, it would be public. They want everyone to know. They wouldn't hide their faces and, scramble in the shadows. They'd make it public. Oh, my God, wait a minute. Nikola counter whatever Dimitri was going for there on the top rope. Nikola jumps out of that marching, falling Samoa drop. Nikola into the pin. 1, 2, just a 2 count, though. The light heavyweight champion somehow able to stick in it. But Dimitri's been dominating. As I was saying, though, Rise refusing to take blame or to, come up as the people behind the attack on Duo Maxwell. That's when Bison the Barbarian, guys, would return, but that's not all. Paul Heyman. If you're a longtime CMV viewer, you know the mouthpiece, the former mouthpiece of the Barbarian, would come back and simply say you didn't attack Duo Maxwell, but everybody and their mother knows that it was you. And Bison challenges you, Sean Silva, the leader of Rise, who has not been in a match yet. We don't even know if he can really wrestle that well. I haven't seen any of his matches, but Bison challenging him to a match next week on Thursday Night Genesis. So Bison clear to compete. He's coming back next week, ladies and gentlemen. Sean Silva in action for the first time. Let's see if his Rise comrade here, Nicola, can try to get back in this one, or if Dimitri's going to continue this run of domination. Man, he's got something to prove. Look at that, deadlifting him with the choke bomb. And indeed, we got one hell of a live event as well. I am super pumped for the debut of Max Black. He's teaming with the one and only El Jefe, who returns. They're battling newcomers, the Misfits. Oh, I think Nicola just countered Dimitri's signature attempt in a nice butterfly suplex here. He truly is copying everything Batman with that Lugerplex. Come on. Oh, but now the light heavyweight champion. The light heavyweight champion looking to turn this around, going for that rolling cutter of his, but the big Russian rejects it. And now Nurmagomedov back into the torture rack, not going for the submission this time. Looks like a torture rack bomb instead. Hey, what up, Fusion? 1, 2, just a 2 count. I haven't seen you in a long time, my friend. Welcome back. A little dashing Don and a mighty roar from Dimitri. Couldn't get the win off that torture rack bomb. But he's not letting that deter him just yet. Nicola in a bad way. A spot on the line for the 7-on-7 tug-of-war match. 2 weeks' time at Validation. Nurmagomedov just content at staring Ivanovic right now. Scoop slams, gets back to his feet. And now Dimitri going to size him up, looking for another one of those fall-away Russian fucking Samoan drops. I should say Russian drop. Why not? Let's call it a Russian drop. Right here as he brings him up over the shoulders. Charging him. And then just plants him into the canvas. This time right into the pin. 1, 2. No! What? Nicola still kicks out of a second Russian drop. The Serbian not wanting to fall to the big Russian right now. Is we gonna sit out power bomb? And I just realized that Nicola's actually taller than Dimitri right here. Dimitri seems that he's a force to be reckoned with. We saw what he did to Dave Turner's locker room, or office, I should say, ripping off the cabinets, breaking down the door. Certainly a peculiar man. But Nicola, I think he's going to try to mount that comeback right now. Front headlock. Targeting that arm. I think he's going to blow his comeback, though, which isn't great. Dimitri back to his feet. Short arm shoulder block here to kick off Thursday Night Genesis. Dimitri Nurmagomedov looking for a spot on Team Genesis at Validation. What's Nurmagomedov got running through his head right now? Oh, punch right to the midsection. Clutches at his ribs. And here comes that capture suplex. Nicola finally beginning to string together some moves here. Can he keep it up, though? Is the question. Oh, as he goes for that mouth. Look at that. The Luger landing. Nicola just straight ripping off all of Luger's moves here tonight. And Bob Luger in action later on tonight in our co-main event battling John Reed. Very much looking forward to that one. Has the makings of match of the night. But Nicola here looking to turn the tides. Perhaps if he puts down Dimitri, he'll be joining Team Genesis. But no, the big Russian counters another finisher. Just straight with them fin counters tonight, though. What a savage. Oh, I think he's going for his finisher, but he missed. I don't know if that was a count. I think he just missed. Goes for an elbow stamp. Nicola going to reject him with a crack to the jaw. Now a straight jacket DDT. This is a much better match than I anticipated here. Kola Ivanovic just refusing to stay down even after 2 Russian drops. Now just trying to cave in Dimitri's skull. Dragging him out of the corner. Lateral press here by Ivanovic. 1. Just a 1 count, though. Dave Turner surely watching closely. He wants his lineup to the absolute best. Again, when you look at fusions, they seem unstoppable. But here we go. A torture rack again. And I'm a big Nicola fan, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of this, guys. He might be forced to submit. Not going to be able to get to the ropes here. And he does tap out. Nicola Ivanovic falls to the big Russian, and Dimitri becomes the 5th official member of Team Genesis at Validation. The light heavyweight champion tapping out Elijah Stewart in Tokyo this past Saturday, and then forced to submit here on Genesis. What a win by Nurmagomedov, though. A great match to kick off the show. Gotta give Ivanovic credit, though, surviving 2 Russian drops, a torture rack bomb, 1 fucking torture rack, and then this second one right here is what forced the submission. Just couldn't get out of it. Lasted a good while, but just slapping that tit. He was trying to give him a titty twister, Borton. He didn't tap. But Dimitri felt him tap, right, Cop? He felt it. And there stands the big Russian dominant. And it is now Furious Frank, Bob Luger, Ryan Kent, Pierre Thompson, and Dmitry Nurmagomedov. 2 spots left to be filled as Fusion has completed their lineup. That tug-of-war match is going to be something to see. I mean, come up with a name for it then, Cop. Because I feel like I don't want to say fucking running Samoan drop every single time. But the action continues, guys. Up next, the most unexpected team to win the entire cup. I think the only person who voted for them was Borton. He didn't even vote for them, really. Just voted for them to be in the finals. But they ended up winning the whole damn thing, and then some, as they dethroned Duo Maxwell in that handicap match to capture the World Tag Team titles. Extreme Conditions looking to kick off the reign the right way by putting down former Tag Team Champions, the second ever Tag Team Champions in CMV's history, Heaven or Hell, Angelico and Diablo. Hammer and Sickle. Why don't you just give them the Hammer and Sickle then? Excuse me. The question is, though, on our main event tonight, can Big Borton, the Milkman, the King of the Ring, the International Champion, make it 9-0? Will primetime Pierre Thompson take him down with a big victory? Some momentum for Team Genesis. This is Xbox One Expert Kirk, my friend. If you would like to join, all you got to do is do !CMV and !join. What up, Christian? What up, Do Work Big? Excited for that Max Black debut, though? I am. Teaming with El Jefe to take on the Misfits. That live event looking good. I can't wait for Andrew Briggs versus Elijah Stewart, too. Has the makings to be a nice one. In the chat, Crook, if you type !CMV or !join, you'll get a link to our website and steps on how you can get your call on the show. Or someone can do it for you if they're nice enough. Excuse me. Got someone like caught in the back of my throat. What is it, a dick? No, it is not. It's irritating me right now. I'm going to make that a command just for you, Cop. I really will. Just for you, I'm going to make I Felt Him Tap a command after the show. But of course, guys, with Duo Maxwell currently incapacitated, possibly needing surgery, much like Bison did with the injured shoulder, can obviously not cash in his rematch clause, so the number 1 contender position for the tag belts is wide open. Victory for Heaven or Hell here could prove great for their future. Themselves a title match. Extreme Conditions not only worked hard over the past year, but their entire careers traveling around the world, childhood best friends. Again, what a shock it was. First round defeating Desolation, second round defeating Power and Glory, in the finals defeating Rise, Eric Thunder and Matt Jefferson, then capturing the belts from Duo Maxwell. Of course, Bison didn't end up making it to Tokyo, Japan, but he made it here tonight earlier, challenging Sean Silva to a match next week on Genesis. Bison and Paul Heyman seem to be very confident that it was Rise who were behind the attack on Maxwell. Again, it was a Sean Silva made a pretty good point in saying that, did that mystery man look anything like us? Though he was hooded and masked, he was pretty massive, jacked. And I have to say, I don't look the same like body type of any of the Rise members, but maybe a new Rise member. Could be a new member they brought in. Could be someone acting totally on their own, not even Rise. We still do not completely know, but Bison seems sure of himself. Sean Silva steps into the ring for the first time next week. Oh, making the CMV Universe wait here are the new World Tag Team Champions. Building up that anticipation. I'm excited to see them. Eric Thunder, the self-proclaimed extremist Matt Jefferson. Extreme conditions, baby. And here they come, showcasing that brand new tag team attire as well. They got to look the part. We can finally see the belts as well. On Duo, Maxwell, and Bison, you couldn't see them. They're always clipping into their stomachs because they're so jacked and massive. But we can finally see the full belts on our new champs. I mean, first of all, Cop, you did hashtag I felt him tap, so even if it was a command, it wouldn't have popped up, you fucking goob. Nice try, guy. And your new Punk Out champion, Schmitty. And Heaven or Hell don't seem too impressed with extreme conditions here. Here we go, Heaven or Hell. Battling extreme conditions. The World Tag Team Champs looking to kick off their reign with a victory here over former champions in their own right. But Angelico and Diablo know that a victory here could put them in the #1 contenders position, with Duo Maxwell out of commission, not able to cash in his rematch clause. And a scoop slam here by Angelico, the lightweight, fast as the lightning man of Heaven or Hell. And you got, of course, the massive Diablo over there, the powerhouse. Extreme conditions, much of the same. Though Matt Jefferson not really a powerhouse. The self-proclaimed extremist likes to take it to the extreme. Very hardcore, but a great in-ring wrestler as well, as we get a Spanish fly there from Eric Thunder, the high flyer. Deep arm drag, going to put Thunder on his knees. Going for that shoulder now. Snaps it down onto the canvas. Tag to Diablo. Let's see what the big man can get done. Punch to the back of the head. Eric Thunder's pissed off. Irish whip. Rebounds off the ropes. Catching on the rebound. Going for a super kick. Counters it. Counter to counter, though, Maury. If you're still here, it's like 1999. It was really Thunder who was, if you ask me, the MVP in that tag team cup. Especially in the first round against Desolation. Just obliterating Bludgeon and Trauma to carry them to victory, get them to the semifinals. And then that's where Matt Jefferson started really coming to his own. I believe MJ got the win in the semifinals and the finals. The pin, I mean. But Thunder also, even before the cup, defeating Nikola Ivanovic in a non-title match. And then before that, also with a win over Bill Maverick, makes him Superstar of the Week. Stomped that onto the foot. And a big DDT off the kneeling position. Arm drag right there. DDT now. As we get a tag to Matt Jefferson. Irish whip off the ropes. Diablo caught on the rebound with a massive spine buster. Not into the pin, a little bit too early for that. Non-title match. Still to come, that main event. Pierre Thompson takes on international champion Randy Borton. Can Borton make it 9-0 this season, or will his undefeated streak come to an end? After he made that blockbuster announcement on Monday Night Fusion, which we'll get into a little bit later on. Trip up by Diablo. Now going to moonwalk his way over to perhaps try and tag in Angelico. Changes his mind last second, though. Matt Jefferson with a front headlock. A knee to the face, staggers the big man. Matt Jefferson closes the distance in a face plant. Or a face plant. Got there eventually. Oh, and sound of the alarm with the air raid siren. That's not all, though. Immediately lifts him back to his feet. Oh, but he counters the Irish whip. I believe Matt Jefferson trying to get him to the corner for the tag fin. And that strength as he just rips him back into the ring with the belly-to-belly tag to Angelico. Reverse STO. Nor that an extreme combination in the pocket of Matt Jefferson here. Angelico can't get going. Suplex lifts him high up into the air and back down again. Suplex. Oh, Jefferson gonna just try for a good old single twist of fate. Right in the corner of heaven or hell, though. Don't know if he's gonna be able to get the pin before Diablo can break it up. This could still be it, though, if he can sneak it right in front of Diablo, though. 1, 2. Diablo doesn't even try to break it up. Confident that Angelico could get out on his own, and he does. I don't know what Matt Jefferson's doing here. Angelico must have a force field activated or something because Jefferson can't get at him. Trying his damnedest, but it's just not happening. Again, going to go for a deadlift suplex stalled, this time by Angelico, though, into one of his own. Goes for that soccer ball kick down the spine. The pain is just too much, then a kick right to the face. That savagery, and look at this whirly bird head scissors. Showing off that athleticism now. As he's got Jefferson right where he wants him, heaven or hell, with this big opportunity. What's he going for here? A couple of kicks to the midsection, 3 kicks to the midsection. Oh, and then a final one right to the side of the head, heel first. Oh, shit. Are we going to see a fall of man, the move that won them the CMV World Tag Team titles way back when? Oh, shit. Sizing MJ up. Fall of man by heaven or hell. Diablo hooks the leg for a win over the World Tag Team Champions. The refs having none of it, though. And Eric Thunder able to make the save. That very well could have been a 3 count. And here's a tweet from Crow, guys, that says, "So, John Reed is facing a work ethic titan. So, Luger, do me a favor and beat the shit out of him." Strong words there by Crow towards former tag partner John Reed as Matt Jefferson mounts this comeback. Great super kick after dodging the clothesline. MJ now going to put Diablo in the corner. What is he going to go for here? Up top. Up on the second turnbuckle, rather. I've never seen MJ hit this before. Hangs him out for a backbreaker. And that spine might be in pieces. Matt Jefferson not done. Going to try to get him in the corner. Oh, the wrong corner, though. GG. Whatever he was going for there is thwarted with a boot to the jaw. Diablo puts the self-proclaimed extremist back in the corner. His second fall of man now. I didn't know Diablo had a finisher. But it seems as though he does, sizing up their prey. Fall of man a second time to MJ. Hooks the leg. Ref just not wanting to count this move. Oh, 1, 2, 3. What a win. The ref with that very late count. But Diablo able to stop Eric Thunder. And heaven or hell, what a victory over the New World Tag Team Champions. That could give them a future title opportunity. A second fall of man does it in for MJ, and heaven or hell bringing home the victory. They surprised the entire wrestling world in Japan by winning the cup and then winning the titles, but they just could not kick off their reign with a bang here. That beautiful shot. Here's the second fall of man. Got the big powerhouse just mowing MJ down. Hooks the leg. The ref with a nice 5-second pause. You see Thunder almost make the save, but then Diablo going to cut him off and going so far as to choke bomb him even after the bell rang. Huge win for heaven or hell. could make them #1 contenders. They can't beat Rise, that's true. They lost to Rise in that Tag Team Cup qualifier. But they win here tonight, and Rise couldn't beat Extreme Conditions in the finals. We'll have to wait and see what is next for Heaven or Hell. This is up next. We get a match I'm very much looking forward to. Bob Storm and Furious Frank, guys, former World Tag Team Champions together in the famous Fast and Furious Tag Team of Season 2. Had a pretty lengthy reign. I think they were champion for maybe 2.5 or 3 months before losing them the night after Ascendance, and that's when Furious Frank and Bob Storm decided to part ways. And not really end their tag team, but put it on halt, you could say. Still an alliance, but we haven't really seen the two together in a very long time. And gotta wonder how Bob Storm feels about the new attitude of the Alpha World Champion Furious Frank, who's been absolutely dominant this season, really coming into his own as the champion. His only loss came in a tag team matchup a couple of weeks back, last month before CyberSlam. But other than that, he's been an absolute tear. And of course, announced as the co-captain of Team Genesis alongside Bob Luger. Will that emotional attachment, though, that history that these two share, be Furious Frank's downfall, prove to be his kryptonite, or will he mow down his former friend? I'm sure they're currently still friends. Again, I don't know, though, but question is, can he do it? As we get a tweet here from John Reed, guys, targeting that crow. He says, shut the hell up. And Luger, after tonight, you will be needing a new hobby because you ain't making any gains. And then we have a tweet here from Silva of Arise, who says, one can only assume that Heyman Hustle will be in the corner of Bison, so Paul, expect Murdoch to join you at ringside. So Silva pledging to bring Murdoch down ringside with him next week for that battle against Bison. Sean Silva's in-ring debut going to be something to see. As here comes Bob Storm, who's been on a little bit of a roll himself, currently on a 2-win streak, defeating Dmitry Nurmagomedov last week. And what a win over the Alpha World Champion would do for his career. Again, the same as Furious Frank, the emotional attachment would be too much for him to withstand. As now a tweet from Bob Luger, guys, responding to John Reed. He says, yes, bring that confidence to the ring. So Luger excited for John Reed's trash talk, the two going one-on-one later tonight. As Luger's looking to buff up in time for validation. And it has been announced, guys, of course, next week we know Fusion will be emanating live from the City of Sin, Las Vegas, Nevada, for another edition of Fusion Roulette. And the tag team titles will be on the line. The Blood Brothers defending against a random team to be chosen via spin of the wheel. But we also know that Dave Turner will be sending over his co-captains Bob Luger and Furious Frank. Test the waters and battle two members of Team Fusion. It's up to the fans. You can vote on the website if you're a member for them to take on Desolation or Bannon and Sam Valentine. Currently, the poll is actually tied right now. 6-6 for both. I think it's still up for another day, maybe, if you want to get your vote in and break that tie. As here he comes, the man with the mohawk, the furious one, old boy Frank, the CMV Alpha World Champion. Can he continue on his path of destruction, or will former alliances halt his momentum? You know what I want to see now that Team Fusion has been rounded off with the addition of Justin Sane as team leader for Fusion and Furious Frank Reno, co-captain of Genesis. I would love to see the Alpha World Champion versus the undisputed champion in that tug-of-war match. Furious Frank versus Justin Sane. I hope to see it. Is it now 7? So 7 for Desolation, apparently, I'm being told here. So I don't know if that'll be able to get beat in time. So it's looking like Desolation are going to battle Bob Luger and Furious Frank in a taste of things to come in 2 weeks' time. Next week on Fusion. But right now, the referee rings the bell. It is Bob Storm and Furious Frank in action. And right out of the gate, a snap power slam to take down Bobby. So far, first impressions tell me that Frank does not care that these two were once tag team partners and good friends, broke into the company together. Dragon takes down the big man. Always a good strategy against a bigger opponent to target the legs, keep them grounded. They can't use their power, their strength. Grabbing him by the mohawk. That is always a fatal mistake. Back body drop lands Storm right down onto the spine. And a massive elbow drop to follow it up. Up next, guys. No holds barred it is going to be, as Killjoy and Salvi are finally going to go one-on-one. The tension been building since the start of the season. The bad blood overflowing. Finally, they get their hands on each other. And a sanctioned match. Oh my God! Hurricane Rana DDT. Very rarely do we see that. Nasty. Frank Nelson on it. Right back to his feet with a short arm shoulder block. And here's a response from John Reed, guys, towards Luger, who says, "Do you want a new hobby? Because from the way that you say that, but I sure..." What? Yeah, let me start this tweet. John Reed says to Bob Luger, "Do you want a new hobby? Because from the way that you say that, but I'd be sure to tell your daddy how you failed in life." I'm not exactly sure what John Reed is trying to say there. That burned towards the end, but I didn't get the beginning part. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. John Reed obviously busy doing something else, probably preparing for his match with Bob Luger. Wasn't paying much attention when tweeting that out there. As Frank rushes back in the ring, going to try to win by count out. Oh, the crotch chop, man. Total disrespect towards Bobby, who's trying to figure out a way to get back in the ring here. Finally does, sliding out of the bottom rope. Massive blow to the back of the head and a hook to the jaw from behind. Storm Salt coming, though, kicks out the quad. Counter after counter, though. 1999 up in here. What a battle. Goes for a kick to the midsection. Tucks him between the legs. Oh, attitude. Oh, I thought he was going to go for the pile driver. No, a beast bomb instead. Up on the second turnbuckle, winds up that fist, leaping, and connects just barely. This is a weird angle. Stomp down out of the arm, now flips him over. Oh, right to the shoulder. Brings all of his body weight. Another crotch chop. Furious Frank giving no fucks here tonight. As the Alpha World Champion with that sit-out face buster. A move made by both of these men. Made famous by both of these men in Fast and Furious during their career as a team. European uppercut going to save Storm back to his feet, trying to get himself back into this one. Turn the tides with a stomp to the quad by Frankie Boy, trying to turn him around with a blow to the back of the head, but Bob counters it now an enziguri. Oh, wait a minute. Bob, does he have a finisher? Storm with a Shiranui countered by Frank into a massive power slam. What a reversal. And now Frank with an elbow stamp. Oh, I think he tried for his finisher, but Bob leaned up against the ropes. Hey, you come here often? Now going to drape him over the second rope. Kick to the ribs once again. Front headlock. Takes him out of the corner. What the hell is he going for here? Pump handle-ish? I don't even know what. Oh, and then a furious punch, man. I didn't know if that was a real move. It's like he didn't even care what he was doing. And now going to go through that tombstone pile driver to seal the deal. Making sure there's no rope breaks. Gonna drag him off towards the center of the ring. 1, 2, 3, and Furious Frank gets the win. Furious Frank, apparently emotional attachments, former friendships was not enough to do him in. As the Alpha World Champion, that massive tombstone, dragging him away from the ropes, gets the 3 count. Continues on dominant fashion. Yeah, where's Kofi Kingston? Made that one appearance, we need him back. Oh, Max Black, ready for that match later on tonight. His debut, teaming with the legendary El Jefe, take on the Misfits. Furious Frank is ready for validation. The Alpha World Champion going out the same way he always comes in, on his Harley. Another win in the mark in the win column, I should say, for the Alpha male. And up next, ladies and gentlemen, that no-holds-barred match coming our way for the first time ever. Finally, the Crazed Clown, Killjoy, and the Masked Man, Salvi, gonna go at it. The rule book out the window. These two monsters allowed to do whatever they want to one another. And this has been building up the tension, the bad blood overflowing since the start of the season. They've been at each other's throats. Backstage brawl matches. Beat the hell out of each other a couple of weeks back, and it ended with Salvi pile driving Killjoy on the concrete. And it was last week that Killjoy would retaliate by costing, or rather, it was last week that Salvi got another hit in by costing Killjoy an opportunity at the light heavyweight championship, interfering in his match, allowing Elijah Stewart to grab the win. And of course, we know he went on to face Nicola and Tokyo, Japan this past Saturday. What up, Trunks, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Salvi's certainly been a thorn in Killjoy's side. This all really started after Killjoy pinned Salvi. Remember in that fatal four-way match at the top of last season, towards the start of the new season, this new era, the golden era, the era of opportunity. Salvi was really salty about that. They ended up calling out Killjoy, the two getting into a war of words, and it just has expanded, exploded from there. Now it comes to a head. Anything goes. Killjoy taking on Salvi. Who? Me? Here we go, the Crazed Clown, sending chills up and down the spines of those in attendance here tonight. That metal bat he brings down to the ring with him every single time we see him could actually come in use here tonight. No holds barred. Still to come, of course, here. We're going to be seeing John Reed take on Bob Luger. In our main event, Pierre Thompson toe-to-toe with the international champion Randy Borton. Can the Moo Moo Man make it 8-0? Or rather 9, would it be 9-0? It would be 9-0. 9-0, I should say. And keep his perfect record intact this season. Who's pointing that bat at me? Salvi ain't in the ring yet. The ring bell dings. Here it comes, the Masked Man. The savage that is Salvi. And these two, oh, whew, honestly terrifying, thinking that they can do whatever they want to each other in this match. No countouts, no disqualifications. Wins by pinfall or submission in the ring, but there's going to be one of these men, if not both, going to be able to walk out of the arena tonight on their own regard. Be stretchered out. Twisted, someone threw a soda at my window. Here we go, no holds barred. Killjoy versus Salvi. The referee rings the bell, and chaos set to ensue. He's got a big rake of the eyes right out of the gate. From behind, lifted high into the air, back down to the shin. Gonna shatter it into pieces. Grabbing him by the dreads now, jaw breaker. Gonna stagger him, closes in for a drop kick to the knee, takes him off his feet. Feeling each other out the kickoffs. Remember, this is the first time they've ever actually gone one-on-one. They don't know each other that well, despite the backstage brawls, the fatal four, and the multiple confrontations. Salvi cost him Killjoy that title opportunity last week as he brings him right down onto his face with that knee there. WrestleFest 1999. The start of this one going for a dark matter, I think, but a couple elbows to the side of the head. Going to stop that from happening into a back suplex. Slow night here, man. As long as I have you, Borton. Batman, you're all right, too. But as long as I got Borton. Back body drop into the pin now. Salvi looking to finish early, but I don't even think that was a 2 count, maybe. Hardly a 1, if that, though. This goes for another rake of the eyes, and he gets it off, trying to gouge him out, maybe. An Irish whip into the corner. Put him in perfect position, close the distance, making sure to not rush it, though, as he eats an inverted Frankensteiner. Just falls flat on his face. And then a big curb stomp. Did he follow you over? Just like Topher did in Haley's stream. Whoa! Lion saw all the way across the ring. Now up on the second turnbuckle. Killjoy begging Salvi to get to his feet. Beckoning him to rise up. What's he got in store here? Whatever he was going for, horribly botched. Did someone say botch? The pinball wouldn't register. Oh, as Killjoy, normally my pants would be off for a move like this, but Killjoy just terrifies me, makes it go back in. Look at these headbutts, one after the other. Right to that plastic mask that Salvi's got on there. Probably hurt Killjoy more than it did him. Tries to lift him to his feet, gonna get a jawbreaker for his troubles. Scoop slam now, attempted drops down behind the crazed clown with a neck breaker. No weapons introduced yet, but I can assure you that it's just a matter of time. No holds barred here. Overhand punch connects to the back of the head into a DDT. Salvi, what's going to try for here? The end of days! Pretty sure that's Killjoy's finishing maneuver. I've never seen Salvi hit that before. Stolen like a dirty thief. And almost a 3 count, too. That would have just poured a salt into the wound as now Salvi looking to finish things off. Maybe this ain't going to get extreme. Going for the pile driver. No, Killjoy's going to counter. He's going to steal Salvi's move. These two. My goodness. And now Killjoy looking to show Salvi how it's done, son. With a proper end of days. Into the pin. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Just a 2 count, though. This match continues. Killjoy baffled as to how that was not enough. Now going to go for a bow and arrow, putting pressure on the spine with the shins. Quickly gets out of it. Does a masked man with a little body slash for that didn't hurt very much. Dynamic thought it was Borton spamming. Yeah, that was good. Nice takedown by Salvi there. Rejecting whatever Killjoy is going for. Again, going to rake the eyes. Cheeky little jab to the back of the head. Kick to the midsection. This combination he's getting off, though. Come here often. Oh, clotheslines him clean out of the ring. Eliminated from the Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. That's now Salvi. Going to exit. Remember, no countouts here. No disqualifications. Anything goes. They can stay out here for as long as they want. But if they want to win, they got to get the pin or submission inside of the ring. Knee to the chest by the crazed clown. As you're going to snap that leg. Little pieces. Back to his feet, but Salvi saw it coming. Instinct kicking in as the arm drags him. Kneeling position now. Lifts him to his feet. Irish whip going to put him back in the ring. Slides in to greet him. Salvi perhaps looking to finish. The end is nigh, but Killjoy going to save himself whenever the masked man was trying to queue up there. Elbow to the face. These two just back and forth in reversal every 5 seconds. They can't hit anything off another end of days. Into the pin once more. 1, 2, 3. Jeez, that was a close count. Salvi going to give it another go. One more chance to hit this pile driver, and it looks like he's going to get it this time. Digging him a grave. Leaping pile driver even. Crosses the arms. 1, 2, 3, and Salvi gets the win. What a match. Certainly was not as hardcore as I thought it would be. No holds barred, but the rules not really employed. These two just wanted to get their hands on each other, man. They just wanted to beat the hell out of each other. Old school style, but Salvi in the end with a leaping tombstone gets the win. A weapons match? Is that what we should call it from now on? What a weapons match. I can't believe they had the first row audience have all the same animation at the same time. That baffles me. There's that leaping tombstone. Crosses the arms and buries him. He's buried him. Salvi puts down his arch rival Killjoy to finally put an end to the beef. And that leaves the question, what is next for the Masked Man? Here we go, guys. Of course, it was Tag Team Cup post-show. Exclusive interview on CommunityUniverse.4Motion.com, where Chris Andrews, after falling out in the first round, his partner Parker getting submitted by Rise, that Chris Andrews, sick of the way things was going, would say, there's no real talent for me on Fusion. Of course, he's the current Anarchy champion. Chris Andrews issuing an open challenge to anyone on the Genesis roster to come and try to take the belt from him in the Battle of the Brands validation in 2 weeks' time. Both of these men right here, and Zach Cage and Jeremy Blake, expressing interest towards General Manager Dave Turner. So the CMV Hall of Famer decided to settle things the old school way in the ring right now. Zach Cage taking on the Australian Daredevil, with the winner heading on to validation to get that shot at Chris Andrews and the Anarchy Championship. We're going to try to take it to Genesis. Remember last time that these two, last week, I should say, these two actually teamed together trying for a spot in the Tag Team Cup live from Tokyo, Japan this Saturday, but they lost out after Jeremy Blake was pinned. Zach Cage has been on quite the roll, current 3-win streak, besides that hiccup in the tag match. Look to prove that Jeremy Blake was indeed the weak link, but we know the Australian Daredevil will be the first ever Anarchy champion in CMV's history, a former international champion as well. Zach Cage has never been a champion in his near 3-year CMV career, a veteran for sure, never been able to win the big one. What a victory it would be here, and then moving on to validation, he can dethrone Chris Andrews, bring the belt to Genesis. I don't even think Borton ever promoted in PWL, to be honest. I don't even think Borton was ever an actual member there. I think he just joined and talked in the general discussion area. I don't think he even ever had an actual member or an actual person, superstar. Here he comes, Zach Cage. Desperate for this opportunity to prove himself. Again, like I said, after that promo he cut last month saying he's through playing games no longer, will he be held back by the powers that be, and on a 3-win streak right now. 4 could get him a crack at that Anarchy title. It was alive though for 4 or 5 months. Could have had a superstar, you bitch. Here comes Jeremy Blake, who, if you're a betting man for this match, you'd probably wise to put your chips on Zach Cage because Blake has not gotten a win this season. Currently, I think 0-5 or 0-6. And that's why Dave Turner was so hesitant giving him the shot. Turner saying, I know the abilities you possess. I'm a big fan of yours, but it's just, well, you haven't been doing so well this season. But Blake saying, give me this chance. It's one big victory. That's all I need to get myself back into the spotlight. And so Turner give him the chance here if he can get this win. Why isn't Punisher in WCF though? Where's Big Harry Wood? We gotta give him that invite so I can make him admin. He can nuke the site. Here we go. Zach Cage, Jeremy Blake, the winner, facing Chris Andrews for the Anarchy Championship at Validation in 2 weeks' time. Referee rings the bell, and here we go. Collar and elbow tie up, middle of the ring. Jeremy Blake with a hold of Cage's arm here. Cage going to quickly get out of it. Arm lock of his own. Swoops down behind. Wasn't just last week that these two were in the ring together. That tag team match the week prior on a live event, actually. Dark match. Zach Cage got the win over Blake, actually. So a little bit of a rematch here. Zach Cage now going to take this match to the mat. Still got that armbar. A little Fujiwara here. Going to get out of it, though, as Blake. Irish whip. Oh, nearly knocks down the referee. Nearly super kicks him in a chop block. That was a sweet little back and forth there. Lateral press. Not even a 1 count. I think that was a rope break. Modified suplex right there. Getting a big handful of dick and balls. And right into a cross arm bar. This match all about them arm bars so far. Going to try to force a submission early on here, Zach Cage. Jeremy Blake slips through. Stiff punches square to the face. Still to come up next in our co-main event. Going to be John Reed going one-on-one with the work ethic titan and Bob Luger. Our main event, Pierre Thompson takes on international champion Randy Borton, who's currently undefeated this season. When it would be for Thompson to knock him off. Punch to the ribs now. Michinoku driver. Going to drop him on his back. Takes a kick to the noggin. Zach Cage rushing him. Catches a flapjack, though. These two men know each other very well. Both of them CMV veterans. They're going to join CMV really around the same time as well. So both nearly 3-year careers. But Jeremy Blake certainly had the more successful one. As the very first ever Anarchy champion and former international champion. The second longest reigning international champion in the company's history. And again, Zach Cage, we know him. He's been a Elimination Chambers, King of the Rings, Money in the Banks. He's had shot at the world title, the international title, the Anarchy title, the heavyweight title, the tag team title. So he's just never been able to win the big one. Never been able to get the job done. Could this be his breakthrough moment? Eats a big forearm to the Australian Daredevil. And Zach Cage going for that arm again. Back suplex here. Drops him right on it. Zach Cage perhaps sizing him up for that arm bar. His finisher. New finisher he is. He's also got that, I forget what it's called, but that like that sunset flip submission move, which he tapped out. He tapped out last week with it. Nikolai Ivanovic, he actually beat light heavyweight champion Nikolai Ivanovic. He tapped out last week with that move. So submission expert is Cage this season, really honing in on that skill. Jeremy Blake's got to be careful, not allow him to target his arm too much here. And that kick to the back seemed to only anger him. He's going to schoolboy right here, and a super kick as Blake pops up to his knees. And now Cage sizing up Blake. What's he going to go for? The kick to the midsection. There's the sunset flip. Going to lock in the submission maneuver. That's what he tapped out Ivanovic with. Will it get him to validation? Will it get him a shot at the Anarchy Championship? Jeremy in big trouble here. Cage got it locked in tight. Is the former and first ever Anarchy Champion to be able to escape? Can he get a chance to get that big win? No, it looks like he's going to get out of it. Is Jeremy here. That was a close call, though. Cage had that cinched in deep. I don't know what kept Jeremy going there. As now the Australian Daredevil catching a second wind. What do we got here? A bulldog. Oh, that was a nasty fucking bulldog. Looks like it landed right on his neck. Shoots the half. 1, 2, but only a 2 count produced. That soccer ball kick connects. Springboard off the top rope. And a moonsault. Right down onto the spine. Zach Cage quickly back to his feet, though. Going for that arm again. Snaps it over the shoulder. Turns around to meet an Irish whip out onto the ring apron. What is Zach Cage going for here? Going to bring him through the ropes. Hangman's neck breaker, it's looking like. That underage drinking, Hellish. You should be ashamed of yourself. Lateral press gets only a 2 count for Zach Cage. As he goes out to the ring apron, springboard of his own, frog splash. Kind of a weird angle you got that off at, but the damage is done. Jeremy Blake misses that thigh kick horribly. And that deep arm drag going to take him overhead as Zach Cage in the corner telling the CMV Universe, this is my time, baby. Arms out wide. Feeling confident he's got this match won, and very well he may if he locks in that submission again. I don't think Blake's going to be escaping twice. Goes for a basement drop kick. Moves out of the way to Zachy Boy. Fireman's carry takeover. Counter after counter. Tit for tat. Back and forth they go. Reversal fest up here. Spinning soul kick. Front headlock now by Blake. Gonna let go. They're just making him smell his armpits. Eats a snapmare for his troubles. Goes for the soccer ball kick. Moves out of the way. Does Jeremy. What a match this is. Forearm smash to lower spine. Pele kick. Gonna catch Cage. Jeremy mounting this comeback. Can he figure out a way to get the win, though? Brings the knee down onto the kidneys. He's been really stunted at figuring out how to hit his finisher this season. So it cost him most of his matches thus far. He just doesn't seem to like going for the finish. Wants his matches to go on forever. But Zach Cage does not. Zach Cage about to rage. As he's going to go for his comeback, but Blake shuts him down. Eats a DDT as he goes for a takedown. See if Zach still has enough to get it off. No, he does not. Going to put him in the corner instead. Eats an elbow. These two just will not stop countering. Oh, gosh, I think he was going for the finisher. Look at Jeremy, though. German suplex busts fucking Zach wide open somehow. I don't know how that makes sense, but okay. And another Pele kick right to that open wound. Come on, Jeremy. This is your opportunity. Firmly in control. Zach Cage donning that crimson mask right now. The blood is just looking nasty. That wound going to need some stitches. Hooks the leg. Looking for the... Oh, no, my goodness. Looking for the finish. He was so close. That 2.99999, but Cage still going back to his feet. Forearm smash. Rocks Jeremy, the Australian Daredevil, in a bad way. Scoops him, attempted, drops down behind, clobbering blow to the back of the head, and Jeremy Blake overhead. What do we got here? Roundhouse kick off the fireman's carry. And Blake flips him over, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and no! Are you kidding me? Oh, I missed that Japanese referee already. John Cone, that was a 3 count. Jeremy Blake was so close. How did Zach Cage kick out of that, though, apparently? Cage still going. The blood is just covering his entire face now. This is ridiculous. Dragon suplex, not into the pin, though, as Blake is still in the driver's seat. Somehow Zach was able to kick out of that fireman's carry roundhouse, but hasn't done much since then. Getting dominated right now. Jeremy certainly turning things around, and now a suplex. The Australian Daredevil stomped right down onto that gash. And a knee to the back of the head, too. Obviously his target. Second knee to the back of the head. Man, come on, Jeremy. I know you want that one. Going for a third one. Zach Cage says enough is enough, though. Zach Cage just chilling out in the corner. I don't know why he's so confident. He's been getting shit kicked these past couple of minutes by Blake here. Grabs a leg, trips him up. Zach was going to lock in here. Going to go for a Muda lock, I think. Muda lock by Zach Cage. That's not a Muda lock. I got it wrong. Muda lock's the other one. I was getting confused. But nonetheless, submission cinched in is deep. Is Jeremy going to be forced to submit? No, escapes. Able to roll through. Yes, it was hellish. All the titles got renamed heading into season 3. But yes, the Anarchy title was originally the Hardcore Championship. Hello, Trouble. It's for Xbox. Very slow night here. Apparently late Thursday nights is not the way to go. But you are just in time to see Jeremy Blake get his first win of the season, perhaps. Powerbomb goes for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, just a 2 count. Oh, into the Boston Crab. Into the Boston Crab. The ropes are right there. Can Zach Cage get to him, or can he withstand the pressure? The lower spine being contorted in a way it should not. Oh, he got through. No, it's not cattle mutilation. It might be like a modified surfboard stretch. Surfboard stretch is the knee to the spine and wrenching back on the arms. It's not either of those. It's not the Moody Lock, the surfboard stretch, or cattle mutilation. It's got some weird-ass name. Zach Cage somehow surviving that power bomb, and then the Boston Crab kicking out of a fireman's carry roundhouse kick, 2 Pele kicks still going. His whole face just covered in blood. That's Jeremy now with a cross-legged STF. Looking to force the submission again on Zach Cage. Middle of the ring, nowhere to go. Zach's got to escape or tap here. Anarchy title match on the line at Validation. Gets out of it again, though. What is keeping Zach going? Kicks back the leg. Butterfly DDT gonna bust Blake wide open into the pin. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. Match of the night for sure. This will be, we still got 2 great matches to come. This might be match of the week, though. If John Reed versus Bob Luger, the main event, can't top it, this one's great. Jawbreaker now staggers Cage. Jeremy dragging him off to the middle of the ring. Another back rotation suplex. Oh, and Cage counters into a bulldog. I don't even know how he's still standing. Oh, spear! Spear by Cage. Come on, Zach. Don't diddle-daddle. Don't fliddle-fladdle around. Am I right, Trouble? Uh-oh, double leg drop to the groin. No, just one stop right to the ribs, though. As Zach Cage, peering through that blood, has eyes to finish. Kick to the midsection. Roll through again. Cinches in a submission. Jeremy could hardly survive the first one. Can he get out of the second one? No! Jeremy Blake is forced to submit, and Zach Cage is going to Validation. What a match. Batman is correct. Match of the night. Match of the week. But Zach Cage going to be challenging Chris Andrews for that Anarchy title at Validation. Borton Nicola won by submission. Everyone complains at me last season for not having submissions. Complains this season. Batman, if your call loses by submission at some point, you'll want him banned too. See, Borton and Maury's cause have lost via submission. What's up, Christian, my friend? Welcome back. Here's the finish, though. A second one of these, still forgetting the name. And it's so simple, too. Someone told me last time he locked it in, but just completely forgot. What a match, though. Zach Cage, bloodied, bruised, and all, are going. Is going, I should say. Who's are? Multiple Zach Cages going to Validation. That's going to be some match. Can Cage win his first championship, bring the belt to Genesis with a bloody brick, bust him open again, and retain the belt for Fusion. If you wouldn't mind re-uploading, Christian, if you could, with the hashtag CMV, so he could just be easier to find, I'd appreciate it. If not, I have that whisper. But if you could, if you're on there and you can just re-up him with CMV, I'd very much appreciate it. And if you do exclamation point join, like I said before, you'll get a link to our website. We have a roster page, ranking section, Power 10, match cards, all that good stuff. But up next, ladies and gentlemen, co-main event time. It's going to be hard to top that last one between Cage and Blake, but if anyone can do it, I'd say these two. And that dank main event still to come as well. Pierre Thompson battling Randy Orton. But right now, John Reed coming off that big victory at the Tag Team Cup in Tokyo this past Saturday, defeating Shiloh Gray, looking to continue to climb the rankings. And what a win this would be over the work ethic titan, the cardio maniac, the co-captain for Team Genesis at Validation, Bob Luger. Bob Luger, along with Furious Frank, will be taking a trip to Fusion next week live from Las Vegas, Nevada, to battle Desolation of Team Fusion. It seems to pull 7 for Desolation and only, what'd you say, 4 for Bannon and Sam Valentine? That poll certainly took a turn. That's going to be a good match, though. Preview of things to come in 2 weeks' time. Of course, Dave Turner still has to round off his final 2 picks. Fusion's done. After Johnny Sampson added Xander Slate and Justin Sane to the fold. Joining Desolation, Smitty, Bannon, and Sam Valentine. Genesis currently has Furious Frank, Bob Luger, Dmitry Nurmagomedov, we now know, Ryan Kent, and Pierre Thompson. Here comes the fallen one, John Reed. Learn how to spell Kaiva first. Kava. Bless up, egg whites, turkey bacon, hash brown, water. It's a key to success, man. John Reed certainly talking a lot of smack earlier tonight on Twitter towards Bob Luger. See if he can back it up here. Cueva. Cueva. Lucha. Here he comes. The work ethic titan, the cardio maniac, the son of the legendary Lex. WCW World Champion Bob. Looking to live up to his father's name. Bred to be a world champion. Are you asking if this is Xbox One only, or... This is Xbox One, so if your call's not on Xbox One, I obviously can't get them. But it's not only. People create calls. If you have a PS4, we have people who create calls for people like you, if you do indeed only have PS4. We got call makers for that, my friend. Bob Luger, they're going on a little bit of a losing streak, turned things around last week with a victory over Bryce. See if he can get it going. Prep up, Team Genesis, for that big battle, tug of war at Validation. John Reed, mean look in his eyes, ready to tear apart Luger. Right out of the gate, John Reed gonna pounce on Bobby. A couple of fists let off. People like Big Boy Maury. By the way, Maury, I meant to ask you, did you get that message from that new guy, Tuma, about a call? Needed someone to make him a guy. Cop got his Vixen, but... Looks like John Reed's going to try to go for a suplex here. Stalled by Bobby, though. Punch the ribs. Now going to drag him off towards the middle of the ring. And a back suplex, it's looking like. Still to come our main event. Primetime Pierre Thompson looking to end the undefeated streak of Randy Orton, the Moo Moo Man, our international champion, make it 8-1. Orton's surely going to have something to say about that, though. That run spam. So, Bobby Boy. It's B-Lugs. The Bobby Man. I call him Lug Lug. We're good friends. We're tight like that. I call him B-Lug, dude. That's his rap name. Where's Slick B? Bring him back, form that stable. Kick to the top. What's going on with the bottom of John Reed's boots? What the hell is that? Is this socks, I think? There's that weird glitch with some boots where they warp through. Damn it, Bubba. Nice suplex there. Yeah, that's definitely his socks. He's got holes in his boots. Now going to snap the leg. John Reed eyeing Luger here. Gets to a kneeling position. Wicked blow to the back of the head. Now lifts him up. Oh, right down to the knee to crack that spine. Oh, just hit the Luger landing right there. Bobby the Brain Luger. That little mini version of the Luger landing. Oh, and then a curve stomp. What? I've seen Luger hit that before. Deep arm drag, kneeling position. The fallen one again attempts the suplex, stalled by the cardio maniac. Punch to the ribs into the corner. Working on that midsection, stomping a mud hole in him. Another stomp, and now up and over the ropes, leg drop to the back of the head. I didn't put that on him. Why would I put a curve stomp on Bob Luger? You definitely did put it on and just realized how dumb it looked. Oh, super kick out of nowhere. We don't have Paul Anderson around anymore, so John Reed picking up the slack to make us jump out of our seats. It didn't seem to have a very deep impact, though, on Bobby. Right back to his feet, and that capture suplex. Gonna take him down, showing up. Look at those pythons, baby. Those 18-inch pythons. My goodness. Reverse DDT. Gonna try to go for his comeback, or just gonna waste it? Yes, he is. Here we go. Look at that clothesline. Just flooring him off the ropes. Back body drop. Luger hungry. Spinebuster to finish off the combo. Luger's not finished, though. We know what follows that all up. Gonna be the Luger Plex. We get that beautiful bridge, though. Yes, we are. Look, on the tippy. Oh, but that's a rope break, unfortunately. Arms up high. Pointing to the CMV Universe, his bread and butter. The thing that keeps him going before turning his attentions back to Reed, perhaps giving him a little bit too much time to recuperate. And he does. Reed countering the Luger landing. Counters the counter to counter the counter, though. And a counter to counter the counter the counter. And now Reed up over the shoulders with the fall. Into the pin as quickly as he can. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, that was close. And John Reed is absolutely furious, telling the referee that was 3. What are you talking about? But no, the ref's decision is final. That was not 3. The closest you can get. Luger's still in it, baby. Flipping over. Perhaps if Luger gets the win here, maybe Bob, or I should say if John Reed gets the win here, maybe Bob Luger would be inclined to try and get him on Team Genesis. I mean, what better way to recruit a team than test them against yourself? 2 spots still left. The clock is ticking for Turner. Decides to get that whip-a-snap, but baby. Bob Luger looking up at the lights right now. He is not doing great. As John Reed sets him up, looking for a second fall up over the shoulders, middle of the ring, plants him face first into the pin. 1, 2, 3, and John Reed secures the victory. What a match, but what a win, ladies and gentlemen, for John Reed. Not 1, but 2 the falls to secure the 3 count. Like I said, maybe this will impress Luger enough to try and get Reed on Team Genesis. Climbing up them rankings, the future is bright for this young man, but the work ethic Titan just not enough in him to secure the win on this night. There's that second fall. John Reed stands victorious. Not great momentum for Team Genesis heading into validation, but up next in the main event, perhaps Pierre can pick up a bit of that slack. Of course, announced as the most recent member, along with Dmitry Nurmagomedov, who qualified at the top of the show, defeating Nikola. But John Reed, man, on a great winning streak. I think he's currently on a 4-win streak, 3 or 4 win streak right now. Doing very well, but it is main event time. Prime time. Pierre Thompson debuting a couple of weeks back with a stunning victory over Bob Luger. And now, look at another one of those jaw droppers as he takes on the Moo Moo Man, the king of the ring, the king of the milk, the international champion, maybe the man who is 8-0, Randy Orton. Will it be 9-0? Will Pierre be the man behind the 1-8? And 1. We're about to find out right now. And it was Randy Orton who, matching Chris Andrews' open challenge for an Anarchy title at Validation. We now know it'll be Zach Cage who will be challenging Andrews after that win over Blake a bit back. But Orton arriving on Monday Night Fusion earlier this week to issue an open challenge to any Fusion superstar to challenge him for the title at Validation. It's only fair. Orton saying, baby, this is my season. The end of the season. Last season it was looking a bit shaky. Out first in Elimination Chamber wasn't too well. But then I burst onto the scene here. I won the international title first Genesis of the season, defending it twice. And then that big announcement, any guy in Fusion who's got the cojones, baby, take on the Milkman because he's drinking more milk than ever. He's got that arm vein, baby. Come at him. And who would answer? None other than the Boa, big asshole Azrael, who would come down saying, I got a phone call this morning telling me that a brighter future lies ahead, more star power, more money. Johnny Sampson offering me a contract with Fusion. Azrael taking Orton off guard, hitting him in the head with the mic before hoisting up the international title, saying, I'm a Fusion star now, and I'm taking my title with me. So that's going to be Azrael of Fusion now challenging Randy Orton for the International Championship at Validation. Remember, Azrael having to relinquish the title at the end of last season, suffering an injury against Brian Novak at Exodus, never actually lost the championship. And now he gets a chance to win it back, bring it to Fusion with him. As here comes prime time Pierre Thompson, who was booted off Fusion. At ScyberSlam, losing that loser leaves the brand match against Xander Slate, but arriving in style, like I said, with that win over Luger. Main event over the international champion, secure him a future title opportunity. That is, if the title stays with Genesis after Validation. Oh, come on, Orton. Big 9-0. Orton's going to be 100-0 by the end of the season. I promise you. Pierre Thompson, I don't know. Maybe it will be 8-1 because Thompson's looking hyped up and ready to go. Echoes of the sound, the Milkman, baby. The Moo Moo Man, the king of the ring, the international champion, big 8-0, Randy Orton. At least Orton's got his international title. Had that replica one as well during the Tag Team Cup. Left his in Canada. Left his at home. Luckily, it arrived though before the show. Not much luckier than Nicola. Still without his belt. That cheap knockoff Japanese Street Corner Championship. Milk is the answer. Borton saying, I'm drinking more milk than ever, baby. Former 2-time world champion, a 3-time Anarchy champion. Now the international champion and one hell of a run. One of the most dominant champions in recent memory. That's your idea, Batman? Here we go, main event time. Referee rings the bell. Pierre Thompson taking on the Moo Moo Man, middle of the ring. We get a side headlock from Borton early on here. We're going to hold it in place. Pierre can't get out of it, pulling a Lex Knight, Reese Matthews type scenario here from Fusion earlier this week. Punch straight to the face, gets both men back to their feet. Irish whip into the corner. Now a hard Irish whip up to the outside gives the Moo Moo Man. Borton doesn't use tanning oil or sunscreen, he uses milk. Jeez, Pierre just stomping away at Borton. Here was like 6 stomps in a row. The referee had a count of 3 right now. And then a big belly to belly on the outside. Borton saw the potential danger in that, the damage that it would inflict, and luckily able to get out of it. Now a cross arm DDT. You gotta plant him head first. Borton, is that your favorite move or something? It's on Nicola too. I bet it's on Razor Windu, huh? I'm telling you, Borton, Razor's not coming back until the next Royal Rumble. He's got to have that surprise return again. Got to build up that anticipation. International champion to bring Primetime back into the ring. Just kicking him in the shoulder. Irish whip now off the ropes goes Borton. And a big time spine buster. Hope not getting that cold again. I just got over it. I've been fine for a couple of days now. I feel like it's coming back. That kitchen sink Borton now in trouble on the ground. As Pierre with that big stomp to the ribs. Going to make it hard to breathe. Might have cracked 1 or 2 right there. The big man trying to showcase his power. Borton very well rounded. We touched on before. A great wrestler. Great on the mat, in the air, right here with that springboard elbow drop off the top. A wrist taker from time to time, and an excellent technician as well. Pierre, that's been around in CMV I think he debuted maybe 2 months before Ascendance, so not very long. About 6-7 months at this point. Let's say 6 months at this point. He's about been around, and when he first debuted in CMV, actually he went on a 9-win streak. It was either 8 or 9 win streak. Much like Borton is right now before it was ended. Get that takedown right there. MMA background showcasing. Pierre going to be the one behind the 1 and 8 and 1. Targeting that knee. Borton not going to be able to hit Sweet Moo music. Hooks the leg now. 1, 2. It's barely a 2 count. Borton now in a seated position trying to shake the cobwebs. Oh, brother, you just made a mistake. Kicked him in the back. That just woke Borton up. Though goes for a belly to belly. Pierre shuts him down. Thompson on a roll right now. Things not looking great for the king of the ring. Shoots for the deep 6, I think he was going for. Borton able to reverse it, though, as this spills back to the outside once again. Gonna lift him to his feet. Scoop slam attempted, drops down behind, pushes him off. Gonna slide back into the ring now. Pierre gonna join him. Borton lying in wait, not quick enough. Pierre puts him in the corner from behind. Shoves him face first into the turnbuckles. On the rebound with a massive German suplex. Now Thompson grabbing the milkman. Deep 6. Gonna get it successfully this time. 1, 2. Oh, that flawless, undefeated streak on the line. Borton able to keep himself alive. But Thompson looking to shut his shit down with the highlight. 1, 2. No! Shit! Borton. Staying alive. Staying alive. Randy Borton not done just yet. And a Borto end out of nowhere. Jesus Christ. Borton's the man. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh, what the surprise. Borto end out of nowhere. Not enough to do the deed. As now he's going to kick Pierre in the spine, and that was a mistake. Belly to belly takes him overhead. What a match here in the main event of Thursday Night Genesis edition number 65. Non-title collision here. Borton at 8-0, trying to keep his undefeated streak intact. I don't know what that was. Horribly missed the takedown attempt, and now going to pay for it with a back body drop. Seems like it took it out of Thompson, though. Down on one knee, stamina running low, gas tank on empty. Hell's Thompson doing here? Running some laps. The former linebacker in college. I think he was going to try to go to the top rope. That would have been something to see Pierre Thompson flying through the air, but that stamina game coming back to bite him again. Borton just sizing him up. He's going to try for his comeback. Stalls the suplex, though. A punch to the midsection. Pierre drags him off to the middle of the ring. Wrong time to initiate his comeback. Probably going to dissipate by the time he gets to use it. 1, 2, but not even. I don't think there was a 2 count, or hardly. Pierre Thompson huffing and puffing. Eats a wicked crack to the skull. Irish whip puts Prime Time in the corner. Oh, knife edge chop. Knife edge chop and a punch. Knife edge chop and a punch. Knife edge chop and a punch. Jesus, that was new there from the king of the ring. Borton losing his comeback, but in the driver's seat as he releases the suplex. Grabbing by those dreads. How dare he? European uppercut. Oh, jeez. What a Superman punch. Hardly able to make it to the pin. 1, 2. Oh, my God. That was 3 for a second there. It got awfully close. And if Pierre sizes Borton up for a second highlight, I don't know. I'm a big Milkman fan. He's got the resiliency of a god. Oh, Borton. What did he just try for? I don't know what's going on right now. Front head. I think both men just try for their finishers. Snap suplex. Oh, into the pin. Lateral press here. 1, 2. Only a 2 count, though. As Borton with the move. Thunderbomb. 1, 2. Just a 2 count, however. Pierre staying alive. Both these men refusing to die. Borton trying to regain some stamina while he can. In control. Sizes up Thompson. Looking for a second. Borto in, but Pierre rejects it with an arm drag. And now an alpha mare water slide. Thompson a brute in this one. Not letting anything stand in his way. Oh, now that flex and drop. Those 18-inch pythons, brother. 1, 2. Just a 2 count. The Milkman. Oh, play of the day a second time. 1, 2. Still only a 2 count. How is Borton still kicking? Oh, my God. Well, I doubt he's going to be kicking anymore after this. A second highlight. Oh, rake in the eyes. Born with some dirty heel tactics and a move thunderbomb a second time. 1, 2. No, just a 2 count. Borton knew if he got hit with that second highlight, it would be all over. The lights would be shut off. Back and forth they go. Pierre Thompson, I believe, tried for the highlight again. Borton shutting that shit down from coast to coast. Butterfly DDT. Gonna try for the pin, though. No, he is not. What up, Grimlos? Oh, shit! This is when he retained the belt with defeating Andrew Briggs in Tokyo this past Saturday. The sweet moo music. Oh, but not gonna get to the pin, though. Come on, Borton. You could have just flopped over. That was way too late. 1, 2. No, Borton. Just wasting that time. Could have won right there with the sweet moo music. Screwing himself over, though. And now Thompson back to his feet. Enough time to rest up. Prime time, looking for the win of his career. European uppercut. Staggers the big man. Borton grabbing a handful of balls as he takes him overhead with that modified suplex. Borton hitting a Porto end. 2 Moo Thunder Bombs and sweet Moo music. Not enough to get the job done as we get that go-home driver. Rarely pulls out, only in desperate occasions. 1, 2, just a 2 count. This match, though, this might be rivaling Zach Cage and Jeremy Blake. This has been off the hook. Both these men putting it all on the line that their lives depend on it. 8-1 inbound. Highlight a second time. 1, 2, 3, and 8-1. That legendary undefeated streak comes to an end as Pierre Thompson, a new man, with the win of his career here over Randy Borton. What a match, though. Borton didn't give it up easily. The one behind 8-1, Pierre Thompson. Borton would have won if he got to the pin in time off that sweet moo music right here. But he wasted like 10 seconds. He could have flopped over, but he just didn't. He definitely would have won right there, I feel like. But he wasted simply too much time. And then he stood up and wasted like another 3 seconds. Borton the oaf. Great match, though, indeed. Here was the second highlight, however. That did it in for him. What a win for Pierre Thompson. I'm sure Azrael watching at home with a smile on his face. That heading into validation, Borton ain't going to be undefeated. Azrael with a chance to bring his title to Fusion with him. I think we're only going to do one match on the house show. It's a slow night here. So we'll just do one. I think it'll be the tag match. Because we got to see El Jefe, baby. We got to see the debut of Max Black. Great Genesis, though, indeed. Next week, guys, Monday Night Fusion emanating live from Las Vegas, Nevada for another edition of Fusion Roulette. A spin of the wheel will decide which team gets a crack at the Fusion Tag Team titles, challenging the Blood Brothers Animal and Grid. Every other match will also have a stipulation attached. Not every other match, a couple of matches, though, with a spin of the wheel. All right, let's see. And here's a tweet from the fallen one, John Reed, that says, just got my check, and now if you'll excuse me, I got some hoes to buy. You've been waiting to watch Bryce. Pierre Thompson cutting a promo, huh? I think we'll delete that. Don't waste my time. It's Elijah Burke been. Come on, Bortob. Big Bortman, the B. Randy B. Raps. Did he? Probably didn't wrestle. Because I saw a tweet like just a couple of days ago that said he still got months of therapy to get through for his shoulder. So he probably just appeared. Probably didn't fight. Or you're just reading bullish. Well, guys, a tweet here from Bob Luger that says is directed towards John Reed. It says, "How about you buy some time to wrestle with?" Back up for a second. Bob Luger lets out a tweet targeted at John Reed that says, "How about you buy some time to wrestle with us at Validation? I want you on my team." So Bob Luger offering a spot on Team Genesis to Reed at Validation. I guess the final decision is with Dave Turner, but certainly after defeating the co-captain, I'd say he's earned it. Wow, more you dirty racist. John Reed replies to Luger saying, "What's in it for me?" All about himself. Oh, look at that legendary triple threat. Do you want to do a winner match? I'm going to sim it, but I guess the winners can put whatever they want in the winner match. You know it'll be simmed. I wish it would go back to when we only had 3 viewers, and I'm pretty sure it was Trouble, Borton, and Batman. It still didn't choose Trouble. Oh, Borton, you dirty heel. Always rigging it. You're the only mod here, so you can do it again. It's going to choose you. Borton, I choose you. Borton, my awesome mooing friend. How the moo are you? I almost forgot about that. Hey, Mari. Elijah's already booked. Yeah. Oh, are you forfeiting yours, Borton? Oh, Borton, you're such a nice guy. Mori and Hellish, choose your champions. Trouble not getting picked again. And he never ever will. And here's a tweet, guys, from Bob Luger responding to John Reed's question of what's in it for him. Luger says, "You think Turner wouldn't express his appreciation if we won?" Trying to entice him. Luger wants the very best on his team. Maury, pick someone. Hellish, pick someone. It's going to be simmed, though. So I'm just feeling like doing one match here for this. I want to get that tag match. I want to see Max Black and El Jefe. I'll just do random then. Andrew Briggs is already booked, though. Hellish. We already saw Killjoy. Oh, Schmitty going to debut on the Genesis live event. Choosing all these fusion guys, though. Nicolo already had a match. Alright, Bill Maverick. I told you, I said. We'll just do 2 randoms. We'll do 2 randoms. You want Kenji now? Alright. Let's do Murdoch versus Kenji. Murdoch making his singles debut. Where the hell he at, though? There he is. We'll put old boy Sebastian in his corner. Take on Kenji. And you can have old boy Kevin in his corner. Maybe Bill do a tag match in the future. That's why there's a thing called a roster page. You weenies. And then we'll get that tag match to cap off the show. Don't worry, I'm getting Rex Carter and the new Murdoch and everything after the stream. Big asshole. Ba-na-na-na. Bum, bum, bum. Hellish, when you go back for all the stats, do you actually watch the whole episode, or do you just like skim through and get the results of each match? And then we got the match we will watch, which will be 2 debuts and a return in this tag match, as we get the debut of the Misfits. I mean, get a phone, Maury. Get a phone and then just open the site, you nut. We've got Zach Hardy and Jace of the Misfits. They'll be taking on the debuting Max Black. Oh. And the returning legendary El Jefe. I do have a phone, Maury. And here's the tweet now, guys, from John Reed, responding to Luger. He says, if I can't find anything better to do, then I may. I talked to Turner after hashtag HoTime. So Reed's saying he'll take it to Turner, see what Turner thinks, if he has the time, that is. Then it shouldn't be so difficult, Maury. Just open up another tab, go to the site, scroll to the roster section. It takes like 5 seconds. You know you can open other tabs on your phone? Because you can. If you're trying to say that to me like I'm an idiot. You can't open tabs on phones. Well, I guess it depends on what type of phone you have. Alright, let's start this thing. Dex gets loud as hell. Ain't coming down. Sorry, Batman. I'll make sure Bryce gets that prime time match on next week's Genesis. But for tonight and his new look, we don't yet get to see headband and all. We'll see if he can take down the Big Red Machine. The true Dark Lord. The Archangel Markendale. After he and Father Victor's winning streak was brought to an end, the Tag Team Cup, of course, lost out in the first round of the New Gods. It was actually on Genesis that the new Faces of Fear called out Warriors Justice of Fusion, because during the Tag Team Cup, Warriors Justice was talking a lot of ish about the new Faces of Fear, how they're not scary, how they're not real darkness. Father Victor and Markdale actually challenging them to a match, and I can announce right here, guys, that match will be next week on Thursday Night Genesis. Another taste of things to come at Validation and Interbrand matchup. The Warriors just taking a trip to Genesis to battle the new Faces of Fear. So let's see if Markdale can carry some momentum over to next week as he takes on Bryce Hurt. And he does. Markdale getting the win over Bryce, the Hurt Nation. Still on that little losing. He actually got a win. He got his first one a couple weeks back, but after losing to Luger and now to Marketell. Now Andrew Briggs taking Elijah Stewart, a match we certainly have to see live sometime, maybe next week, because I was actually looking forward to this, but I'm just real tired right now, and it's been a slow night. So Andrew Briggs battling Elijah Stewart, both men losing out on title opportunities. The Tag Team Cup, let's see who bounces back. It is Andrew Briggs who gets the win. And now Murdoch, accompanied by Sebastian Vachon, are going to battle Kenji Murakami and Kevin Lee. And Murdoch gets the win, taking down the Japanese buzzsaw. Now let's get into this main event of this dang live event. And here's a tweet from Max Black, guys, before he gets ready to come out here. The newcomer says, "Misfits, get ready to face your fears." So Max Black amped up, certainly Black and El Jefe, peculiar looking in their own rights, as they take on the debuting team of Zach Hardy and Jace, the Misfits. You want me to sing Eve Torres' theme? I don't even remember Eve Torres' theme, to be honest with you. I'm trying to think of it right now. I don't know if El Jefe is human. I do not know if El Jefe is human. Can't be sure about that. Can neither confirm nor deny. Max Black, we hardly know anything about. He's let out a couple of tweets here and there since being signed a couple of weeks back. Oh, yeah. She looks so good to me. That was actually Billy and Chuck's theme song before it was Eve's way back when. I only know that. Yeah, she looks good to me. She's got everything I want, everything I need. I remember that one. Borton, you loved it. Borton, you were dancing, weren't you? Be honest. 10 out of 10. You were getting lit, huh? Damn, this loading screen, though. Taking its darn old time. We got these crazy looks of Max Black and El Jefe, so game's got to take an opportunity, get the chance to recognize them as being indeed human. You were still dancing though. You want me to kick the chair out, Borton? I got you, fam. I got your back. This is the longest loading screen I think we've ever encountered here. My goodness, dude. I was lost, but now I'm found. There we go, finally. Morgan Black's not black. Maury. Here they come, the Misfits, making their CMVU. New tag team on Thursday nights of Zach Hardy and Jace. Allies, actually, of Fusion's Dennis Miller and, of course, Monroe, who made her debut a couple of nights ago. At the top of the week, suffering a loss to Sophia Valentine, actually. See if her comrades follow the same suit or if they get that win. Second the Rose match. You mean Paul Divine's theme? Come on. This ain't no WWE fan. Second Rose match. They will be taking on the combination of newcomer Max Black and the returning legend El Jefe. Oh, I already like him. He's got that Stardust theme. Big Stardust fan here. Max Black certainly bringing an aura of originality here. Oh, he's got that dank firework budget as well. I mean, I will if you go to my donate button real quick, Maury. I'll do it just for you. It's right there off to the side, fam. Hook a brother up, and I'll sing you all the theme songs you want. Yeah, Topher was scared I'd have the commentary. This is for you, Topher. I shortened the live event just for you so I wouldn't have to get Batman in trouble in here. Things I do for you. I see how it is, Maury. I feel you important. I'll accept those. Sell them back to your mama. Oh, got you, fam. Roasted, dude. Kill yourself now. And he's going to be joined by the legendary, the one and only baby El Jefe, making his CMV return. He's back in Season 3 last year that he had one match, a dark match at a live event, which he won. And then he disappeared after it was reported that he was in a car crash, a car accident. And he'll have to actually explain to us himself in an exclusive video on CommunityUniverse.4motion.com that he was actually pronounced brain dead. And that his family were just about to pull the plug when a miracle happened. He sprung back to life saying, "Arriba!" Jumped out of bed and was ready to go. Signed back to CMV. And El Jefe telling us that his face is so scarred, so messed up, so hideous from the crash that he has to hide it. If we saw his true face, if he took off that mask, we would all be scarred for life. Now, okay, don't ever compare Razor Windu with El Jefe. Alright, dude? Because El Jefe is a god and Razor Windu is just a domestic terrorist that blew himself up. I'm just keeping the kayfabe, fam. As it'll be the newcomer Max Black telling the Misfits they're going to face their fears here tonight. Zach Hardy certainly out. So I didn't realize how big Max Black was. A powerhouse here. El Jefe certainly tiny to light heavyweight. Competing for that championship on Genesis. Nice tilt-a-whirl DDT right there, though. Trouble, this going in your big fan section along with King and Company. Trouble's favorite cause, King and Company and El Jefe so far. Atomic drop. Going for the gonads, going low. Lateral press now to the newcomer early on. Not even a 1 count. That was a 0.9999999 right there. We get a forearm smash, front headlock now. Max Black gonna trip him up. The big man gonna try to make the tag to the legendary El Jefe. Here he comes, baby. Arriba. Let's see what he can get done. Immediately gonna take an inverted atomic drop. As soon as he's in the ring, back to his feet though, quickly. The snap of a figure. Grab it onto that chrome dome. Eats a jawbreaker for his troubles. European uppercut going to take him off his feet. As Zach Hardy moonwalks his way over to tag in Big Jace. Misfits looking to pick up that dominant victory in their debut. Put all the other tag teams on Genesis on notice. What up, TJ Clownfighter? Thank you for the follow. If you want your call on the show, you are more than welcome indeed. All you got to do is join our website, and you can get a hyperlink to it by putting !join in the chat. And you'll get a link to the site, like I said, and the simple steps to follow. All you got to do is register. We got match cards on the site, so you know when your call is booked, a roster page, power 10s, you can promo, all that good stuff. By the way, Maury, Cop told me your plan. I won't say it because I won't spoil it for anyone else, but real dumb considering they're supposedly the same person. 0 out of 10. No sense. Yeah, there you go, Clown Fighter. There's your link, my friend. Like I said, you're more than welcome to join if you would like. As look at Jace, the dirty heel. Bring the knee down to the back of the head. Now chilling in the corner. El Jefe back to his feet, though. Did Gumble just get here? Screw you, Gumble. I think this is the first stream since Gumble has joined that he hasn't been to. Damn, Al Heffit. That's savagery in the corner. Killing me, Gum. Kill him, you big gummy boy. Goes for the super kick. No, what a chop block. My goodness. You can't just change it. You've literally said for like the past 2 years that they're the same person. You fucking goof. Turns around. Hooks the arms. Oh, with that chicken wing gut buster. You joined the site that quick, Clown Fighter? Got them fast fingers, huh? Alright, then just upload your call with the hashtag CMV, my friend. And I will find them. Hashtag CMV. I'll snatch them up when I can. Stomp down to the back of the head. El Jefe not faring too well right now as Jace scales to the top rope. Max Black right there, though, gonna help. Oh, tried to help him, but got them buns of steel, I see, does Jace. I think he missed that headbutt, though. Got pretty close, but he missed. Yeah, Gumble, F you. I'll never forgive you for missing this stream. First stream ever without Gumble. Oh, the Misfits, guys. Looking to finish here with their tag. Their tag team finisher. Oh, elbow. Oh, elbow to the back of the head, I should say. And Enziguri to the back of the head. The buckle bomb. Devastating combination. One. Oh, just a 1 count. Max Black, luckily the newcomer, quick enough to make the save. Put Zach Hardy immediately to the top rope. Oh, misses that senton. And El Jefe going to get a chance to come back in this one. Oh, he's already up. All right. I got you, TJ Clown. Thanks for the follow, man. I mean, it happened like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I should say at this point. I can't recap it now. Hardy out of the corner with a whisper in the wind. El Jefe is just getting pummeled right now. As we like to say here in CMV, he's getting mollywopped. I'm going to try to put him in the corner again. Look for the tag fin once more, but he's got to make... I don't know why El Jefe isn't tagging in Max Black. Very big mistake. And Max Black better be ready to make the save yet again. If he's not quick enough, he's going to be screwed because the Misfits... once more with this buckle bomb Enziguri combination. Boot to the back of the skull, lays him out. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. There's Max Black once again to break up the pin. El Jefe got to make the tag, man. Oh, 450 attempted, lands face first. And El Jefe... arriba! The whirly bird head scissors. Make the tag. I'll have him make the tag. Oh, he's got a fin. I don't know how he has a finisher. He's literally just getting the shit kicked out of him. Oh, spinning soul kick off the ropes. Ass first right to the face. Hooks the leg. Ref. Oh, Jace. Distracting the referee. Only a 2 count there. Irish by Max Black, who takes Zach Hardy out of the equation. Eight and 2. El Jefe going to be the one to dethrone Borton. Tree of well positioned now. Gonna choke out El Jefe, who still hasn't made the tag. Serious mistake. Lateral press now by newcomer Jace. Looking to get the win for the Misfits. Oh, no. Oh, just a 2 count, luckily. Max Black with the chest bump to Zach Hardy. Misfits nearly stealing it. Are you a big El Jefe fan, Borton? Tries for the pin. Only a 2 count, though. Hardly. As Max Black just has to be quick to get in and make the save at any moment here. It's been his role in this match. El Jefe finally going to make the tag? Yes, he is. Thank goodness. Oh, and a Sheeran Dewey. Just for, a little going away present there for Jason. A beautiful combo. The moonsault by Black. Who's a big man, but apparently can fly. He's not that big, but he's certainly jacked. Yeah, go to sleep more. You got school tomorrow. Max Black now. Put him in the corner. Caught with a DDT, though. I don't know why Hardy trying to reason with Black, even though Jace is in control right now. Oh, and now Jace with a standing cutter. I guess Parker left now. He can usurp that, right? Use the move. Cry yourself to sleep, Maury. Snake Eyes drops him face first right on that top turnbuckle, right into the corner now. El Jefe already ate 2 of these. The buckle bomb into great combo. Max Black counters it, though. Not wanting to taste it himself. Oh, GTS, Shining Wizard into the Bulldog. The CM Punk flashback right now. Rip in peace. Into the corner again. Second attempt. Will it be the charm? No, Max Black just stays countering it. Want nothing to do with it at all. But a third time put into the corner. Oh, again reverses. What a champ. Just not allowing the tag fin to happen. Absolute rejection. These kicks to the midsection now. As he crosses the arms. Neck breaker into the pin. 2. Could this be it for Jace? 1, 2. No, just a 2 count. I think Jace even kicked out on his own. Zach Hardy there just in case as Max Black, the newcomer, lining up Jace now. Looking to finish things off. Clothesline from hell attempted, but Jace gonna sidestep it. And now the Misfits having a flashback of desolation here from the Tag Team Cup. Tucks the legs behind the top rope. Getting his fin counter, not letting it hurt. What the hell is this? Gut wrench suplex off the top rope. That's a first this season. I haven't seen that before. Nasty. And now Black. Up over the shoulders. Avalanche. 1, 2. But El Jefe, 2 injured from the tag fins he ate in this match. To be quick enough to stop Zach Hardy. Able to make the save for his partner there. Landslide, by the way, Dash, not Avalanche. Jace got to just stop trying for that tag fin because it is not happening. Oh, Ninja Wall Run, though. Shout out to Sushi X there. Now what have we got? 1 massive leg drop. We go for that Becky Lynch combo. Main event of this live event, the Misfits debuting, taking on the debuting Max Black and the returning El Jefe. Here goes nothing. Oh, he finally gets it. Max Black, after countering like 6 times, gonna get caught with the buckle bomb into Guri combo. And he is out like a light. The Misfits hungry for that debut win. 1, 2. No, it's just a 2 count. El Jefe is working real slow in this match. Luckily, Max Black had enough left in the tank himself to kick out. El Jefe taken out of the picture. Black on his own, for the time being at least. Down onto the knee, into the neck breaker. Wake up, El Jefe. El Jefe sleeping. There's that reverse STO again coming into play. Boot to the jaw. Max Black to his feet. Front headlock. It's going to make Zach smell his armpits. Nothing wrong with that. And in the corner now. It's Hardy setting him up for. Tree of Woe position. Going to let the blood rush to the head. As the young blood just dangles in the dirty heel tactics. As he puts the boot right to the throat. Cutting off the oxygen. Into the corner again. Maybe going to try for that. Oh, missile drop kick. Oh, Max Black deflected it, I guess. I don't know how that deflects a drop kick, just putting your hands up like, nah. I feel like that would still hurt. But whatever, it happened. But, oh, alley bomb. King Joey Blaze will have any free wrestlers. This is a call universe, my friend. We don't use real wrestlers. Oh, Jay snapping. Zach Hardy couldn't use the tag fin, unfortunately. And Jace got to fix his trousers now, giving Zach Hardy the room to work. Max Black had enough of the Tree of Woes in this one. Just can't get going, though. Hardy meeting him at every corner. Hurricane Rana into the pin, going to try to steal it here as Hardy for the Misfits in their debut, but only a 2 count. Hefe can't even get into the ring at this point. Look at him, he's dying over there. This has turned into a handicap scenario. Black got to put the team on his back, but it is not looking good. Now it's going to... Oh. Jace. Oh, what is he doing now? Jace is in the way of Hardy trying to get to the top rope, I believe. Maybe try for a Swanton Bomb. I think this is finishing maneuver. Stalls that suplex attempt. The website for the show is communityuniverse.4motion.com, my friend. You can whisper me the hashtags. But like I said, if you could re-upload them with hashtag CMV, I'd much appreciate it. Just be easier for me. But yeah, you can whisper me the hashtags. But you could do !join to get a link to the site. And I believe Max Black, as I was saying, that did go for another clothesline from hell, but missed. Busted wide open at this point. Going to try for the pin, though. Every chance he gets. 1, 2. I don't know why the ref hesitated there. Zach Hardy now going to put Black. Got to give him credit. He has been a fighter in this match, but I'm afraid the end is nigh as once again he eats this buckle bomb enziguri combo out like a light. And El Jefe been no help at all in this match. Into the pin. Ref can take all the time he wants. 1, 2, 3. The Misfits going to secure that debut victory. Got to give props to Max Black, man. That was pretty much a handicap scenario the last couple of minutes, last 5 minutes or so. And he was certainly fighting. But it is the Misfits who get that debut tag win. El Jefe was just killed after taking 2 of them. Yeah, Max Black needs that singles win, that singles match next week, because El Jefe just screwed him over here. No help at all. Big El Jefe perhaps is still brain dead. But certainly a good showing by Black, even in defeat. There's that second buckle bomb enziguri combo, though. Misfits putting the Genesis Tag Team Division on notice. I think El Jefe got... What's Zach Hardy doing? Zach Hardy misses the dropkick, and then El Jefe comes in like, what's happening? What's going on here? But a good win for the Misfits. I don't think you can have a call, Echo. We don't have any spot left, man. No spots left. Not for your kind. As always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for another episode of Community Universe Mode. Remember that next week live on Monday Night Fusion, emanating from the City of Sin, Las Vegas, Nevada, for another edition of Fusion Roulette. The tag team titles will be on the line, and spin of the wheel will decide which team gets a crack at the belts. Much, much more. It's going to be Desolation taking on Bob Luger and Furious Frank, coming over from Genesis, and a taste of things to come at Validation. That last man standing match between Jaquan Shea and Oliver Smith as well we're going to get. And just 2 weeks away from Validation. If you want your call on the show, all you got to do is check out our website at communityuniverse.4motion.com. !join, !CMV in the chat to get a hyperlink and the simple rules, the steps that you can follow to get your call on the program. All the past episodes are on my YouTube channel if you want to check those out. Linked in my Twitch info section. And I will see you guys on Monday for the Fusion Roulette.